Hello everybody. I am Mrs. Geeta Zunjarwad, Assistant Professor of Communication Skills, Department of Humanities and Science, Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. In this session, today we are going to discuss about the common errors in English. English is globally accepted language. Still, it is a problematic language to some of the people who are not familiar to English atmosphere or English culture, especially we Indians, because we are using English as a second language. That's why some grammar errors creep into our communication. So at the end of this session, student will be able to apply the correct forms of grammar in oral and written communication. So let us first discuss about the question, what is meant by common errors, or why these errors are called as a common errors. Take a pause, think about the question and write the answers. See the answer. It is a deviation from the standard use of English judged by sophisticated users such as professional writers, editors, teachers and literate executives. It means that the professional language and common language is different. In this session, we are discussing on the errors occurring due to the use of colloquial language or slang, errors in the use of articles, errors in the use of prepositions, and errors in the use of nouns. Colloquial language. Colloquial language means conversational language or informal language, which is accepted as a incorrect or bad language. It is not accepted in English communication. So see the examples. I like reading too much. Too much means excessive. So here the correct word it should be used as I like reading a lot. See the second example. It was a good party, na? The correct question tag here it is isn't it, not na. Some of the youngsters, they have a habit of using some colloquial slangs. For example, she is so sick, or they are ready to bite my arms. Actually, the meaning of sick or to bite my arms are different. That's why so many errors occur in the communication. Now see the corrections in articles. All of you know that in English there are two articles, definite articles and indefinite articles. So while using these articles, definitely we confuse here. See the first example. She is a MA student. The answer is she is an MA student, because it is a rule in English grammar that when the word starts with a vowel sound, we use an before the word. So in this sentence, MA, it starts with a vowel sound. That's why the correct answer is an. The correct article is an. Now see the next example. My sister goes to the school. When the common nouns like school, college, hospital, church, etc. are used for their primary purpose, we should never use any article before them. That's why the correct answer is my sister goes to school. But see the another rule. If it is used as a definite place, then we insert the definite article the. That's why, see the example. I met him at the church. Here, the church has become as a definite place. See the next example. Mr. Roy, whom you met last night, is my uncle. Generally, we are not using any article before proper noun. But if proper noun is qualified by an adjective or defining adjectival clause, we should use the definite article. So that's why the Mr. Roy, whom you met last night, is my uncle. In this sentence, though Mr. Roy is a proper noun, it has become as a definite person. That's why the we have used here. See some another examples. The gold is a precious metal and the wisdom is the gift of heaven. It is the rule that before material nouns and abstract nouns, no article is used in the sentence. That's why the correct answer, it should be gold is a precious metal and wisdom is the gift of heaven. No article before gold and wisdom. But if these nouns are used in a specific sense, the definite article the is used before noun. That's why, see the example. The wisdom of Solomon is famous. Here, wisdom has become as a specific noun. That's why we have inserted the in this sentence. Now we are going to discuss about some of the corrections in using prepositions. See the first example. He is swimming into the river. And the second one, pour the tea in the cup. In and at are used in speaking of things at rest. For example, in the kitchen, at home. And to and into are used in speaking of things in motion. For example, jumped into the river, ran to school, etc. That's why in the above sentences, into and in, these are in a wrong form. So the correct form is he is swimming in the river and pour the tea into the cup. See the another example. He died from cholera. To die of any diseases, that is the phrase, and to die from some any reason, for example, die from explosion. That's why the correct preposition, it should be here, he died of cholera. Now let us see some corrections in nouns. See the first example. I was deceived by his look. Generally, the nouns which have two parts forming a kind of pairs are always used in the plural form. That's why the correct answer is I was deceived by his looks. See this another example. Mathematics are his favorite subject. Mathematics, physics, news, these plural forms are commonly used in singular forms. That's why mathematics is the favorite subject. This is the correct answer. See some another examples. Is there any place for me to sit? And the next one, they had a good play of football. Generally, the nouns like place are used in a general sense, and room, game indicate specific nouns. That's why, is there any room for me to sit? And they had a good game of football. In these sentences, football is a specific game and there is a room for me means it is a specific for that one. That's why room and game are the specific nouns. In this session, we have discussed about some of the common errors occurring in colloquial languages and articles and preposition. So see the references here.